Okay, so today I'm making this video for showcase number 1, talking about engagement of this lesson plan. So my lesson plan is about the 5 senses and includes an introduction where basically we just talk about the 5 senses, explicit instruction slash teacher modeling, which means that as a class we'll go through each sense one at a time, and then we'll do guided practice in groups and then independent work time. So what we will start is with the introduction. We'll play this 5 senses video that I found on YouTube.
Hello, friends. You might be wondering what I was doing in that hole. Well, that is one of my usual trips to find something new. And guess what I found today? Ta-da! This is the bag of 5 senses. Come, let's see what's inside.
So this is basically a series of videos where this blob guy comes out of this hole and teaches the kids about something different every week or month or how often they upload videos. And this week they happen to be talking about the 5 senses. So he goes through with pictures, and then later on in the video they go through examples of what all these senses do. Now also, as you can see in here, there are subtitles, which is really nice, but that is not from the video. That's just a YouTube quality that kind of supports UDL along with the visuals and auditory. So my lesson plan actually doesn't have a lot of technology other than the video. So we're going to implement our own technology, which is more geared towards the teacher and organizational reasons rather than towards the students or for the students to learn. So it's called this TESteach. I basically made an account. This is what it looks like, and I just made this special education classroom for this project. So you can see that what's really nice about this is that you do have access to other people's lessons if they grant them. I don't know if mine's granted or not, but I don't know if anybody would want to use it either. So you basically click on it, and then it's ready to go. So what I did was you basically go slide by slide, and all you have to do is come over here to this search engine and type in whatever you want to find a resource on. So for example, for this picture of this lady with like sprinkles on her tongue, I think I typed in taste. So you type in taste, and then over here, and some of these you have to buy, but majority of them are free. And as you can see, even if you have to buy them, it's not a lot of money. And then over here you can also see that you have a multitude of ways to find different resources. So this one is just Google Images, which is where I went for all of these, and then you have the option for all of these pictures, and all you do is drag it and plop it over here, and then you're done. So I have a title page, and then I did 5 different slides with simple pictures for each sense. So if you just click on the title page, 5 senses, that's the link to the video. So ideally, I guess I would have a projection screen, and so I could put this up, click on the video, show the video, and then come back to this TEStech tool. And then you simply slide to the right. And then I put these comments on here. So like sense of smell, that would be like the title. And then I put little sample questions to kind of guide our discussion. So, what can we smell with? How do we smell? Etc. Same thing with sense of sight, sense of touch, sense of taste, and sense of hearing. And then finally, I have this PDF that I pulled also from Google Images using that search bar, and it just has different sections for taste, smell, sight, hearing, and touch, which was really nice. So basically what I would do is you would go through all of these other pictures and questions, and then they would break off, and this would be displayed on the board when they started their group work as well as their independent enrichment, which is down here. So basically, that is what it would be. So now let's talk about why it's engaging. So it's engaging because it's using multiple senses, I guess, in order for them to learn. So we're talking in groups. They're talking in groups without a teacher. They're thinking independently. We're using pictures. We're writing words down. We're watching videos, and all of that is going to be engaging. And then what I do like about this website is that it's very simple. So there's not too much on the screen going on that they're looking at. You can choose to put videos in here. However, for me, I would like to do special education, 2nd grade and younger. So the less distractions, the better. And I feel like that really is a pro of this website. A con, however, is that once you start this, you have to go back to the main screen. Like, you can't just go back to this screen. So I don't really like that. And then also, some of these you would have to link up to this account, which I don't like linking my accounts, so I guess that would be a con as well. However, for engagement, it's really nice because the students are talking. They're very limitedly distracted by other things going on the screen, and it's very easy for them to engage in the conversation with the guided questions. And then if I were to share this with my students, they have the ability to comment on this as well. Personally, I think that's a bad idea, but it's a possibility. As for active versus passive learners, I really like adding this just because in here it says that so you give the students a chance to tell you what they know about their 5 senses, write down their answer on the chart of paper, and then a student will give you a sense and what it is used for. Other students will give you an example of that sense being used. Now, the only thing with that is that if they don't know it, then it's kind of that awkward moment where you're just sitting there staring at them, asking them questions, and they have no idea what the answer is, which is highly likely to happen in the field that I want to go into. So using this tool is a good way. I can say sense of smell. This might jog their memory. This might give them an idea of what we're talking about. And then also the pictures really help the students answer the questions as well. And it's a fun way, some of these, like the sprinkles, some of these pictures can just be fun and, a little silly without, getting way out of control. And the video is also the same way. It's fun, it's silly, the guy's a little weird, but it's within the realm. It's still productive, which is really good. So I really think that this engages students, this whole lesson plan as well as this tech tool engages students and really switches from that passive to active role. And then along with that, the whole enrichment portion of this lesson is to have students write the names of things that go with each sense. So that would, we would already be practicing the things that go with each sense during these pictures. So this really allows them to kind of get a head start on that extra step forward rather than totally doing the enrichment portion on their own and from, their own thought or experience with the 5 senses. So that's my video and my lesson plan, and hope you all enjoyed.